burnishing tool. And it's laid on a very slight angle, stroked across the side, and it turns over this absolutely sharp square edge that we had established on the scraper. To establish this very nice sharp edge, we need a special file. This is a jointing file, very smooth cut. Mount the scraper in the vise, and with the file holding it absolutely flat, using our fingers as a guide for it, I work the file along this edge until I've got carefully along this edge. And can you see this edge beginning to shape up? I can feel it. I can see it. And as soon as I get to the point where I've got a flat surface here, I'll be able to feel a little burr or arris on each side. I'm not quite down. Again, patience is vital. If you get this tool working right, it's a joy to work, and a real time-saving tool. You can save you a fortune in sandpaper over the years. And there we go, now I can feel it cutting nicely all the way up the length. And I've got a lovely little arris on each side. Next thing I do is remove that arris. I'm using the smooth side of this diamond stone. I'm just rubbing it absolutely flat. Again, absolutely flat. Never lift this up. It'll ruin your totally square edge we're trying to establish here. Turn it over, do the other side. Get rid of that arris completely. And then what I like to do is, using the side of the bench, and I polish the front face. I just hold that there, making sure it's absolutely flat, and then gently work the smooth surface of the diamond stone along the edge of the scraper. This polishes the top surface. What I've now got is an absolutely square top edge. With the strop, which is just a bit of tooled steel, highly polished, I pick an angle. I've been doing this for a long time. I kind of got a natural spot that I do it. I lay it down, tilt it at a very slight angle, and one stroke. There's a bit of controversy about sharpening scrapers. So many people, so many different methods of sharpening and using a scraper. This is the method I was shown, and I think it's the best one. What we've done is put a very small turnover on this tool. The result of that is it won't stay sharp for very long, but the advantage is that it's easily brought back to a condition of total sharpness very fast. We'll go into this a bit more detail later on, but let's see how successful I was. Well, for the first time, that wasn't too bad. But again, it wasn't too good. I'm checking the grain direction. Checking the grain direction. I usually find the first time out with a new tool, it doesn't work. You can see I'm taking a shaving. And again, you can see how this tool would clean up a surface very nicely. Again, on the instructions that came with this tool, it says never use it this way, use it in this direction. Well, I was always taught this way, and it's all the principles of body weight and movement that we're using with the plane and applying our weight apply to the use of this tool. If you save your arms by leaning your body into it, you've got a lot more control, and I can't understand using the tool in this direction, but I suppose the way you learn is the way that you do it for the rest of your life. Look at the shading we're beginning to get here. It's a wonderful tool. Now I'm going to, after using it for a little while, feel it getting slightly dull. We don't go back and file it again. We take the strop, holding it absolutely flat on the side, and you rub it down. Rub that edge down very slightly. You'll have to file after maybe 10 or 12 times of doing this, and then back again to another one stroke only. Look at the shaving we're getting now. Wonderfully sharp tool. tricky tool to get the hang of using. Again, the angle I'm holding it at here as I go is the same angle as I was stropping it at. Whatever that angle was there, I'm holding it up at about that angle. Notice the way I'm holding it. Fingers on the top, and I bend it slightly as I use it. And also, I can move my thumbs from that side all the way across. I've got a big cutting area to pick from. And of course, by turning it around, I've got another edge. And also, when they're sharpened, I've 2 more edges. So I've got 4 cutting edges in one tool. It's an absolutely wonderful tool for getting on terrific clean surface.